Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to the 100th anniversary of the landing at Gallipoli. A moment in our lives where we should be really proud. Frank William Magill, laid by Bill Magill. Eric Lindsay Magill, laid by Colin Magill. Eric was wounded at Lone Pine and died of wounds at Gallipoli.
Corporal Eric Magill enlisted in the 7th Australian Light Horse Regiment, which sailed from Sydney in December 1914. Initially considered unsuitable for operations at Gallipoli, the Light Horse were eventually deployed without their horses in order to reinforce the infantry. Eric died as a result of wounds received while fighting a defensive battle at the beachhead around Anzac Cove in October 1915. He was 22 years old. We will remember them, lest we forget.
Can we all give Dick a round of applause, thank you.
Well done, Dick. Thank you, Quinn.
Oh, okay, Jared.
Bob, how are you? How are you?
Well, we're heading for the memorial. Oh, sorry, you're photographing me.
Yes, I'll have one of that too.
Right.
Dad, right.
Mum, stay there next to Dad. Oh, I don't know what they want.
The wishes are gone over.
Yeah, listen.
Hello, Sophie.
You're shy. Very shy.
This is Brady. Yes, I remember him, but he doesn't remember me. Yes.
Her father and uncle.
They're not the ones, not the
Brian is over there.
Brian is the son of Tubby.
Son of Tubby.
Was it the sad story of
And there's Brian.
This is this one.
and then the other?
Harry was the one that the car fell on. Brian was the car smash. The other bloke, he was accidentally shot by one of the boys. I just forget which one now. But it was one of those things that happened. No cleaning out a gun or doing something in the shed.
I don't know. I'm making that up, but that's what it could be, couldn't it?
She enjoys torturing me. She enjoys plucking my chest hairs.
And arm hairs.
And arm hairs. And she doesn't like being filmed though.
Don't worry, Sophie.
Don't worry, Sophie. There's no...
That's where
And then that was the son.
That green bit. Stop walking away from them. You can see how young some of these are.
My grandfather was James Magill, moved up to Bogan Gate in about 1900, and he and his wife had a system worked out. I don't know how it worked, but my grandmother had a child every second year for 22 years. So she produced 11 children. One of them died as a young child, but that still left 10. So in my father's family, my father was Paddy, he was the youngest child in that family. Laurie Magill is up here, I think he's the other one descendant from that line. His father was Bill Magill. So there were 3 men and 7 ladies. A number of the ladies, although reared on the farm at Bogan Gate, they had a real desire to be school teachers. They became school teachers at Bogan Gate, so they taught their brothers and sisters as they went through the school at Bogan Gate. But today I just want to thank Jenny for organising this. Absolutely fabulous.
Some regret, we do not appear on the spreadsheet that Jenny's prepared. She's smiling already. It's not been from neglect at all, Jenny. We come from another generational line, we believe. And but the names perpetuate. Williams have proceeded through our line for a generation. My father, for instance, was called William George Magill. McGuinness was the lady who married into the Magill family in the early 1700s, and her name is also perpetuated through our line. So even though we don't appear on the spreadsheet there, the name nevertheless is linked to all other Magills.
Born when my parents were working for Huey Hockey at Gunning Glen, and straight after the war, my family connection is that my father's sister was married to Frank Magill, and that's where my family history comes in. Bill Magill, Fran Magill, Alec Magill were my cousins. There still are some of them, they're still there. And I've had a lot of help during my life from the Magill family. Roy Lees, who married Jean Magill, I bought the business off him in 69. Been there ever since, much to my wife's disgust. We're still there in Bogan Gate, and certainly without the assistance of Roy Lees and Bill Magill, I would never have survived. I was a young, green, young fellow with no brains and plenty of enthusiasm, but heading in the wrong direction with it. And with Bill Magill and Roy Lees' help, we've done quite well out of what we've done. We've enjoyed our time in Bogan Gate. we probably wouldn't have survived in any other community other than the Bogan Gate community, because people were really helpful all the time. You still find that in the Bogan Gate community, that's just how it is. I've never seen a Magill yet that didn't work and work hard. And Cousin Bill used to turn up in there when we were building these porcelain bins 100 years ago, I don't know how long ago. Come in and go, crook on us for not doing things right, we need to do this, we need to do that. He also introduced us to Pat Johnson. Anybody remember Pat Johnson? Pat Johnson was I was going to say an old man, but he probably wasn't as old as I am now when he was working for us. And he used, what did Pat wear for footwear all the time? Anyone tell me? Rubber thongs. And he welded all day with rubber thongs on. And when a bit of red hot weld went between his toes, he just lifted one foot and shook it and kept welding. But yeah, my life has been enhanced greatly because of my connection to the Magill family, and I thank them for that. Thank you.
Thanks, David.
I am very proud to be Jen's Auntie Fran, and she has done a wonderful job. I don't know whose inspiration it was in the first place. She mightn't say it was just hers, but it certainly wouldn't have come off in the wonderful way it has today without all the hard work she has put in behind the scenes. And she says it's a labour of love, but, well, and I guess it was a lot of effort too, and we appreciate that. So do accept these as a token of our esteem.
I like what's in this packet. Right up my alley, Eliane. It truly was a labour of love, and I really, email made things much easier than you might think. And it's just very rewarding to see everybody here today, sharing their stories, enjoying each other's company. And thank you, Graham Hitchick, for your kind words. Graham did tell me a couple of months ago when I phoned him that if it wasn't for my father and for Bill Magill, he would never have survived in business at Bogan Gate, and that's a source of pride for myself and my family personally. And Bogan Gate is a wonderful community. I mean, no doubt as kids we couldn't wait to get out. Our kids go there. I mean, my son said once there should be a law against raising kids in towns like this, but the name was bad enough. But we've all come to realise, and our kids have too, what a wonderful community it is, and the support that everybody gets there if they're down and out or having a hard time or trying to grow a business as Graham was. The support's there in those small communities. And if you look through the newspaper articles, I'll go back to the World War I, where I've been looking on Trove website, the support from that community to the young men that went away fighting was absolutely enormous. The resources that were put into giving them send-offs, sending them letters, making socks and pyjamas, and publishing letters received in the paper. It just goes on, and it's just wonderful to see that spirit lives on at Bogan Gate. So that's it from me today, I think. I don't know. Thank you everybody for coming.
Photophobia, maybe? Yeah.
Up straight. Up straight. That's great. Thanks a lot.